غياهبهم أسير في سجونهم حقير أسير في غياهبهم أسير في سجونهم حقير يدنس عزتي علج رماني.
Mr. Gellani was first arrested by Saudi intelligence services at a hotel in Mecca after Hajj in November 2005. He was held for 8 months without charge or trial and subjected to severe physical and psychological torture. After attention from the British consulate, the torture had stopped, but he remained in custody. In May 2006, Mr. Gellani began a hunger strike to protest his unlawful detention, hoping to be released or at least charged or tried. He was released on the 19th of January 2006 and had never even been charged. Mr. Gellani was released on bail, but Saudi authorities had confiscated his UK passport so he could not leave or return home. He obtained a new UK passport in Jeddah, but this was also confiscated by the Saudi authorities. Frustrated at the impasse, Mr. Gellani's wife arranged to relocate herself and their children, the youngest only a few months old, to Riyadh, so they could be together until the situation was resolved. In August 2007, Mr. Gellani was interviewed by Al Jazeera. He discussed his experience of poor prison conditions, torture and UK passport confiscation. A few days later, Mr. Gellani was talking by phone to his wife, confirming the family's imminent arrival in Riyadh when the security services rearrested him, confiscated his phone and took him to an unknown location. The authorities denied any knowledge of him, stating that Mr. Gellani has not been arrested and has not been detained. For the first 3 months, in apparent punishment for the criticism he made in the Al Jazeera interview, he was kept in a tiny cell unable to stand. Since then, Mr. Gellani has been moved to 3 different prisons and now is at Abha prison. He has not been charged or tried in over 4 years of detention. Brothers and sisters and non-Muslims, the Gellani family is devastated. On the day of his arrest, his mother had a stroke from the shock and remains chronically ill. Mr. Gellani is permitted to call his wife and 3 children irregularly for about 5 minutes at a time, but close monitoring by guards means open discussion is not possible.
The Prophet ﷺ said, "No man forsakes a Muslim when his rights are being violated or his honor is being belittled, except that Allah will forsake him at a place in which he would love to have his help. And no man helps a Muslim at a time when his honor is being belittled or his rights violated, except that Allah will help him at a place which he loves to have the help of Allah." The example of a believer in their affection and compassion and benevolence is like the body. If one part of it becomes ill, the whole body comes to aid it with fever and sleepiness. Sahih al-Muslim al-Bukhari. These brothers and sisters, they have rights over us. They have rights over our leaders. They have rights over our imams. They have rights over the scholars. They have rights over the du'at, those who call to Islam. They have rights over the students of knowledge. They have rights over the khatibs. They have rights over the businessmen, the tujjar. They have rights over the elders. They have rights over the youth. They have rights over the lay. They have rights over every single individual, every one of us. These prisoners, these Muslim prisoners, male and female, they have rights over us. And the right is that we exert every effort, everything that we can do to relieve these chains from their hands, and that we highlight their plight and we make their condition known to the people. Some said, "Feed the hungry, visit the sick, and free the prisoner." And he said, "It is upon the Muslim faithful to free their prisoners and pay the ransom."
We finally request you to be hasteful in donating to secure the release of our brother Abdul Hakim Gellani, no matter how large or small the donation may be, by the 26th of February 2011. وجزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
يلفحني الهجير على الرمضاء يلفحني الهجير.